Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
This is Mike and Chris Reloaded.
And we're back with some news after all the spoilers we gave last week.
Dee 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 dee. Oh no, that's Twilight Zone, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh well. I tried to think of a news theme song, but I went to Twilight. Yeah, there you
That's
go.
all I got.
That's what I was looking for. But Twilight Zone came out.
Yeah.
So
Let's start with the big one. I know you got this one on number one on your
I'm sure
list.
everybody in the world knows this one.
Avengers?
Yeah,
Yeah. Fastest movie to reach $1 billion.
$1 billion. That's more than the Doctor Evil asked for in Spider Shag Me.
It is. That's more than I'm worth, too.
It's more than I'm worth, more than I'll ever be
I
worth.
think it's more than both of us will ever be worth combined.
Yeah, that's just insane.
11 days it took to reach $1 billion worldwide.
And people hate the ending.
People, come on. Read a book. Read a comic book. It's not even a whole book, it's a comic book.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting the ending, so. But like
It's so funny to see these people ask me because I'm a big comic book nerd.
mm-hmm.
All these people, oh my god, do you think they'll all stay dead? Yes, they're all permanently dead. Don't go watch the next one that comes out. Well, how can they be dead when they're slated to make another movie? Really? You just answered your own question.
Yeah, it's funny. But we'll stick on Avengers, and we'll just mention this slightly that Thanos is going to Fortnite. He's already out.
Which I've never played Fortnite, so I couldn't tell you how
It's
that
pretty
works.
fun. It's like a builder shooter game. It's
Yeah, I
fun.
guess you got to build defenses and stuff.
Yeah, you got to build traps and buildings, and you can
What
build
is
ramps up into the
that?
sky.
Seen the little trailer for Thanos. It just shows like someone running and grabs a gauntlet and turns into Thanos.
Yeah, and he's like uber powerful too. He's got a laser that he shoots out of his hand.
So is this some kind of like secret bonus thing I guess you
I
get
don't
or?
know. I think it's you can choose to be him at any time or something like that.
Huh. Like how they did Star Wars
Maybe, yeah.
Battlefront, where you could find the hero tokens and you become them or
Maybe
whatever.
I have to look into it more. I haven't played Fortnite in a couple of months, so
I would think that would be the way to go. I would guess because you can't just start out being Thanos and just be uber powerful and destroy everybody.
right. That is true
That makes
because
a
he is
short work
uber
of the game.
powerful. He like fly almost, and he's
Yep.
got a laser that comes out of his hand. I watched some gameplay footage of him. He was just a beast.
Yeah. Speaking of gameplay footage, new Red Dead 2 trailer released.
Yes, it did. It looked awesome.
It looked extremely awesome with the young little John Marsters.
Yeah.
Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the original Red Dead was in the late 1800s.
That's what I thought too,
But
but
because this one takes place in 1899, and John Marsters is younger.
yeah, yeah, I thought it was there too because isn't this one supposed to be the end of the Wild Wild West?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first one was it showed him. Didn't it show him being an old farmer at the end? And you had missions where you could do farm missions at the end of the game once you beat it.
I know he dies. Like
No,
John Marsters dies at the end.
what is the game I'm thinking of where you can be a farmer at the end of it? Yeah, that's
I
Red
think it's
Dead.
his kid, whatever later on.
Is it?
Yeah, he ends up being in the game. He's being forced to hunt down his old gang
Yeah.
because the army, I guess, has contracted him to do it. But you think, oh well, he's just there to try and he become villain turned bounty hunter or whatever. But that's not the case. The army's actually pretty evil. They pretty much holding his family hostage, telling him to find his old gang.
Right.
And in order for him to have his family get away, he sacrifices himself. Spoilers, sorry, if you haven't played the first Red Dead Redemption. But
Okay, I'm losing it. I swore it was Red Dead Redemption. Maybe it was. Maybe it was whatchamacallit? What's the other one? Gun. Maybe it was Gun. I'm thinking of that.
possibly.
But I swore it ended as you were a farmer and you had farming missions.
It
Oh
might have been
well.
just maybe a little alternate thing or something, possibly. I don't
Oh
remember that
well.
though.
Oh well.
But yeah, the game looks really good.
Yeah. Well, you guys comment. Tell me how stupid I sound and how stupid I am. Let me know.
Yeah, let us know. What do you think?
Bill and Ted Face the Music. I want to talk
Yes.
about that.
I saw that too, actually. It is confirmed.
And they got a title.
Yep.
Isn't it? Face the Music.
Yep. And actually, they got a pretty phenomenal producer to produce it too.
I didn't see who they got to produce it.
Steven Soderbergh.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah, I'm impressed too. Like I said, the first time him coming on doing this.
Because this is just a cult film.
Pretty much so.
Yeah, you know.
They've got all the original people coming back, the original writers and stuff like that, coming back to do it, to write the new screenplay and everything else. But yeah, it's happening.
Ain't Keanu and what's his name writing the screenplay for this?
I'm not sure. I know the people who originally wrote the first two.
What's the other guy's actor name? I don't know. Bill.
Man, if you wouldn't have asked me, I would have told you.
Is it Bill something?
No.
I don't know what his name is. I forget him all the time because he hasn't been in much of anything else since then.
He has not. He was in Lost Boys.
Yeah, he was in the Lost Boys. But wasn't the Lost Boys before Bill and Ted's?
That I do not know.
I think that was before Bill and Ted. Because Bill and Ted was, what, 86, 88?
Well, they said the last one to come out was 27 years ago. So it was Bill and Ted 2.
Yeah.
27 years ago. Alex Winter is his name.
Alex Winters. That's his name.
Yeah.
Good old Google machine.
Yep. But yeah, the Bill and Ted 2 came out 27 years ago, which is kind of odd. It makes you wonder, if you think about it, is is Hollywood just running out of stuff to do, or? I mean,
well, no.
I mean, it's like you said, it's a cult following, and everyone's been waiting for it. But now you got Alex Winter, who hadn't really done much, but then Keanu Reeves become fairly popular.
Yeah, it's awesome that he's doing this film because it is, like I said, a cult film.
Hey, I've said it once and I've said it a million times. Keanu Reeves is one of the best people I've ever read about, ever.
I thought you were going to say Matt.
I wish I made him. I mean, if he'd probably be on my bucket list of people to meet. Yeah. He's just, if you've ever read his life story of things he's gone through and things he's had to put up with, and the things he's had to overcome, I mean, that dude is just like, he's just phenomenal. He always lives a humble life. He lives in the same house he's lived in for the last like 20, 30 years. He doesn't drive like fancy cars, do nothing like that, anything.
Leo's the same way, I think.
I don't know. I don't really.
I know he drives a smart car and stuff like that. So because he's all the big activists, save the Earth activists.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves, he don't live in no big mansion or nothing like that. He lives in a normal like 3-4 bedroom house or whatever.
Well, that's cool.
In a neighborhood, and he's one of the most like compelling, humble, generous people I've ever got to even read about or anything.
Well, Keanu, if you're listening, give me $10,000.
And like I said, he's gone through a lot too, with the sister and everything dying and all that stuff. So.
Right.
So yeah, I'm kind of a little stoked about it. I guess it's been forever. I'd like to see how they're going to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't get down on this movie too much. If they were rebooting it, then I would say come up with some originality.
Oh, you mean like The Crow?
Yeah, like The Crow, they're rebooting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't even remind me of that one.
Yeah, if they're rebooting it, I'd say that. But they're coming out with a genuine sequel, so it'd be kind of interesting to see.
Well, speaking of sequel.
Uh-oh. What sequel? Tenacious D?
Rambo 5.
Oh, Rambo 5. This Stallone needs to hang it up, man.
And he's doing another one.
Rambo 4, he played an old man.
Mm-hmm.
So
he is an old man.
And now he's going to play an ancient man.
Well, I know that he's wrapping up the post-production for Creed 2.
Oh, really?
And then I guess after that's done, he's going to take a little bit of a breather, and then he's going to start filming, I think, the new Rambo later on this year.
Hey, he's getting up there, ain't he? 70?
He's in mid to late 60s. I know that.
Yeah, he's up there in age, and he looks it too.
But apparently, he takes on the Mexican cartel in this one.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, now I guess that's when he finds John Rambo living somewhere in Texas or Arizona, working on a friend's ranch. And his friend's daughter gets kidnapped, and he has to go across to Mexico to find her. And takes on one of the world's most powerful Mexican cartels.
Pablo Escobar.
It's raining.
It is raining with the sun out.
Weird.
It's an omen. They're also doing another Tenacious D movie.
Are they? No,
Yeah.
that I have not seen.
Yeah, I just read that it was in development right now, according to Jack Black.
Huh.
So
Well, that's cool.
They're gonna
The first one cracked me up. I love the first one.
First one. Jack Black's kind of slapstick funny though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like him in low doses. Like
Little small increments.
Yeah, like I can watch him one of his movies a year, and probably laugh at
it. Let's. You want to switch up some TV?
Sure.
I was reading an article today, actually just here recently before I came here. I didn't get a chance to even put it in my notes.
Was it about Supernatural?
And no, it was not. It was about another show I know you like.
Greatest show of all time, Supernatural.
It was about Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I do like that.
Apparently, they fired the guy that plays Riggs.
Oh, really?
Show. Yep.
I did not know that.
They fired him, so he's out of the show. With I guess the season finale is tonight or tomorrow night.
Yeah.
They're actually looking to find someone to fill the role, and they have till June 30th to find someone before the cast can renegotiate anything else if they want to try to save the show. They said he's kind of a pain in the ass on the set. They said he's caused a lot of trouble.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's so funny.
There was 2 actual incidents on set where one incident he had blown up against somebody, just was screaming at him and this and that, and then he came back later and apologized. And another incident he was the incident he blew up at, he said he felt there was unsafe environments when he was filming or something.
Oh, really?
I don't know. The other incident he blew up, he was actually directing an episode of Lethal Weapon, and I guess there was an explosion, and then one of the people on the set got shrapnel caught near him, and they were upset about it. And he come out and said, "Well, I'm sorry that they get upset, but I'm just trying to find the realism of everything." I was like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, that's not good.
So they ended up firing him. He's fired from the show.
Unemployment line.
Yep.
I don't think he's been in anything else, so I not that I'm aware of, and I watch a lot of TV, so he's pretty much lost his career.
Yeah, that's when you get that.
That's funny. They're just gonna character replace, so that's kind of funny.
It's that reputation of people, being troublesome like that.
Yeah.
People don't want to work with you after that.
Yep. Yeah. Unless you're Katherine Heigl.
Yeah.
She's in everything, and she's impossible to work with.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, that's what everybody hears.
She's been blackballed, too, from a lot of things, too.
But she's in, a lot of stuff. Not recently, though.
Not
recently.
I haven't seen her probably in the last few years.
She wasn't she? She's in the, she's got the head commercial for some perfume or whatever, or something like that.
Surprised she didn't complain about that.
Yeah, she's like the supermodel for it. But I liked her in whatchamacallit, Roswell. That's when I first started watching her.
I didn't see that. No.
Roswell, it's about alien kids that are adopted.
I just haven't seen it.
I
know what it's about.
It's a pretty good show. It's pretty interesting to see.
The movie I remember her most in is a movie called 100 Women.
I saw that. Yes.
That's actually it's a really funny movie, so I really enjoyed it.
Knocked Up. That's my favorite.
That was decent. Yeah.
I laughed my butt off.
That was a Judd Apatow movie.
Yep.
Her and Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
No, not Seth.
Not Seth Rogen.
Seth.
I don't know. Yeah, Seth Rogen. Yeah. Yeah.
And then that was
not John Rose.
That's when you
whatever.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Yeah.
No, that's when you first saw what's his name too, Ken Jeong, before he got his big break.
Yep.
In
Hangovers. Yeah.
He was actually the doctor.
His show just got canceled too.
Dr. Ken.
Dr. Ken, yeah, they just canceled it.
And speaking of Ken Jeong, did you hear about his stand-up comedy in Arizona?
No.
Yeah, he was doing a show, an actual stand-up, like a stage show in Arizona, and he stopped in the middle of the show to go save someone's life. Apparently, one of the people in the audience started having a seizure.
Nice. So he's a real doctor.
Yeah, he's a
So
doctor in real life.
yeah,
But yeah, he stopped the show in the middle of the show and went down in the crowd and had everyone back away, and he was helping the lady when she was having a seizure, and then another guy who was an EMT, he's a licensed EMT, happened to be there too, helped assisted him. So he stopped it. They got her calmed down, and everything else, and then the paramedics came and took her away.
nice.
And then when they were done, he went back up on stage. Everyone gave him a standing ovation, and he finished the show out.
Well, that was cool of him. Yeah, he's a real doctor. So he was on. He was also just on drop the mic.
Yes, against Shaq. Oh
yeah,
my God,
that was hilarious.
so funny.
Yeah.
He kind of took Shaq too.
Yeah, he won too, didn't he?
That was really funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And Shaq is a wannabe rapper, so
Oh my gosh.
for him to beat Shaq, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Man of Steel.
Speaking of, we talked about Avengers. I want to touch one more little thing about Avengers. Did you hear Groot when he talks to Rocket at the end of Avengers? When he says Groot or whatever right at the end.
Yeah.
According to Tim Gunn, he's saying Dad to Rocket.
Really?
Yeah, to make it even more sadder. He says it's not something he made up just because people were asking what he said. It's something that they put into production that Groot thinks Rocket's his dad, basically.
Huh.
So when he was fading away to nothing, another little sad part to think about Avengers.
That is pretty sad. First the Spider-Man, now Groot.
Yeah, so Groot was like, Dad. And it's like, oh. So. But let's keep talking about remakes. You got more remakes?
I've got some new seasons of some stuff coming out.
Oh, do you? I want to throw one in real quick. Rick Moranis and he's been out of acting for a long time.
Well, you know why?
No, I don't know why.
He quit acting to take care of his wife because his wife passed away.
Yeah.
That she was sick and she ended up passed away, but he quit acting.
Oh yeah, for his kids.
And then when she passed away, he stayed that so he could raise his kids.
Yeah, well, he is coming back for Dark Helmet in Spaceballs sequel.
Really?
He just announced today that he's going to reprise the role of Dark Helmet.
Well, everyone's been asking Mel Brooks if he's going to do it or not. He ain't getting any younger.
Yep.
Mel Brooks, 94 years old?
Yeah, man's aging.
But man, have you seen him move?
Yeah, I've seen. He was on. What was he on?
20-year-old.
What was he on?
It was
Kimmel?
right after what's his name died? It was right after Gene Wilder died.
Yeah.
He was on. Was it Kimmel or was it?
I don't remember it was. One of the talk shows, night shows. I want to say it was Kimmel, but it might have been Conan.
I don't even know if it was Conan. I think it was. What's his name was doing it already, wasn't he?
What's his name?
He was doing the Late Show, the Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show, Jimmy Kimmel.
You sure it's Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah. No.
Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon, yeah. Jimmy Fallon. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
You're right, it's Fallon.
I think he was on Fallon.
Yeah, he was on Fallon. He was on the Tonight Show. My brain wasn't working. He was hopping around the stage and jumping up and holding himself up with the chair.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Well, that'd be awesome if he did another Spaceballs.
Yeah, they're going to do one, and Rick Moranis said he's going to come out of retirement to do Lord Helmet, or Dark Helmet.
That'd be awesome.
Lord Helmet.
Of course, can't have John Candy in there.
Oh, you give good Helmet. No, they said Jack Black is going to play Mog. Yeah. That's who they said they're getting to play Mog, is Jack Black.
I hope they're just going to, have all these guys just be old and introduce new characters.
Right? Well, it'll probably be...
Because I know, isn't... what's her name's dead, too? That played or she's still alive.
No, she's still alive, yeah.
Maybe just her career is dead.
Her career is dead.
Joan Rivers, that's who it was. Joan Rivers played the...
Oh, no, she's dead.
Joan Rivers? Okay.
Yeah, she passed away. She passed away due to plastic surgery complication.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, finally caught up to her, I guess.
Yeah. And her daughter sued the crap out of her and won a ton of money.
Her daughter could probably play it.
Yeah, her daughter looks a lot like Joan Rivers.
Well, Daphne Zuniga is the one that played Princess Vespa.
Princess Vespa.
And then,
oh, you give such good helmet.
Yeah. Of course, Lone Star.
Lone Star. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
I think it'd be awesome if they did it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. It's like one of my favorite Mel Brooks. I think it is my favorite Mel Brooks movie. Is Spaceballs. I like that better than I like Blazing Saddles.
Ooh, that's a toss-up, man.
Yeah.
And then History of the World Part 1 is actually really good, too.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. That's in black and white, ain't it?
no, no, no,
It's in
no.
color.
It's in
What's
color.
what's his black and white one that he does like that? History of the World.
Um,
Oh wow, this is not a big deal.
well, I know he did a couple of them. He did Young Frankenstein
That
was
was
black
black
and
and
white.
white. Yeah, there's another one I'm thinking
The
of.
Silent Movie was in black and white. And I think that's it, wasn't it? Was
Maybe.
it the producers? The producers wasn't in black and white either, was it? No, the
No,
producers wasn't in
no,
black and white.
producers
I
wasn't
think
in
it's the
black
only
and
ones I
white.
can think of is Silent Movie and
Hmm.
Young Frankenstein.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm coming up with all kinds of weird stuff
He
today.
is. You're inventing stuff now, man.
I am. I am.
Anyway, new seasons of stuff coming out.
Santa Clara is a diet.
I have not seen that one, but I know Luke Cage season 2
Yeah.
comes out June 22nd.
It's not. No, Santa Clara diet ain't new season coming out. It got renewed for a third season. The
Oh,
second
did
season
it?
just
I have
come
yet to
out.
see that show.
It is funny. Drew Barrymore is hilarious.
Is she? I'm always lying.
Hilarious. Especially
Now,
when you see her jump at people and just rip their flesh off and tear them to pieces.
yeah, I could see why that makes someone laugh.
Because you never seen her like. I mean, she's been around since E.T. for crimini's sake. So
That is true. Firestarter. Well, I love that show.
yeah, Firestarter.
She was making people explode and burn to death then.
Yeah.
Why didn't you laugh then, Mike? Why?
Because it wasn't funny then. Now it's funny. What was the new series of? Sorry, I cut you off. New season of what's coming out?
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
When does that come
season
out?
2, June 22nd.
That's cool.
They have a new trailer drop for it. It actually looks pretty good.
I think Netflix is releasing a bunch of new shows this month.
Speaking of new seasons, show I actually started watching, which is actually really funny, Arrested Development.
Oh yeah, Arrested
Season
Development.
5 comes out this the end of this month.
Season 2 of 13 Reasons Why comes out this month as well.
I've never seen that one yet. I heard it's really good.
It's about a girl who commits suicide.
Yeah, she sends
and
letters to.
She sends tapes.
Or is it tapes?
Cassette tapes of that they have to listen to 13 people that contributed to her decision to commit suicide. And if the tapes aren't listened to, that there's somebody else who's never mentioned has the go ahead to release this to the media.
Huh.
So it's how she was bullied and stuff in school, and if people don't listen to the tapes, they're forced to relive why she killed herself. If they don't listen to the tapes, and the tapes are going to be released. So all the people on the list are like forcing people to listen to the tapes and stuff. It's really sad and really good. It's a really good show.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know Arrested Development is really funny.
Yeah, Arrested Development is funny.
I've just about got through the first season, which each episode ain't but about 22 minutes long.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious. Jeffrey Tambor's funny when he's in prison. Now, I know Jeffrey Tambor had a lot of... He was in that little whole Me Too thing with all that scandal stuff, too. He was on that show on Amazon, Transgender. Or Transparent. And... which is funny because they gave him like big critically acclaim for being on that show, but then he ended up leaving the show.
Right.
But now I guess he's supposed to be back in the 5th season of Arrested Development.
Well, that's cool.
So we'll see how it works out.
Silence. Radio silence.
We got some movies coming out this month too.
Yeah.
A couple big titles.
Yeah, we got quite a few big titles coming out this month.
One of the bigger ones next week, Deadpool 2.
Yep, Deadpool 2, isn't it the 18th?
18th.
Yep, 18th.
And then the following week, you got...
that Dogs movie comes out the 18th too.
Solo.
Star Wars story.
Yeah.
There's a talking dog movie that comes out the same time as Deadpool 2. It looks pretty funny. Something for the kids.
Yeah, no, I must have missed that one.
I
just think Deadpool 2. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Which we're going to review.
Yes, we were going to do a show, which means we'd have to watch it. So
we have to go see it? Yeah. Can I just pirate it?
Well, we still got to watch it.
Speaking of pirating, you have to redo my Fire Stick, man. It's dead.
Oh, yeah.
One of these days I'll get it to you.
I just watch it through the Xbox.
Yeah.
Cody's on Xbox now.
Yeah, true. I got to program that, too.
Well, I programmed mine, sorry.
Yeah. One day you have to come over here and program mine. But did you hear the news about those security stickers that are on electronics that say if tampered with, your warranty is void?
Yeah.
Well, the Supreme Court just ruled that those are illegal.
Really?
That you can have whoever you want, even yourself, fix an electronic product, and they cannot void the warranty for it.
Nice.
So they gave Xbox, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo 30 days to remove them and to come up with new warranty policies that they have to be reviewed by the Supreme Court before they're allowed to be enacted.
Well, in a way that's good, in a way that's not, because I mean, what's to keep people from tampering with stuff? Then it's like, oh, this thing's broke, I need a new one.
Yeah, but you couldn't pick anybody you want to fix the product, though.
That is true. I mean,
that's
that
monopolizing.
Yeah, it is, and that's eliminating third party people. Which
Yeah,
is what the big standoff is with gaming consoles and games anyway. Everyone, that's been for years. That's how it's been.
it'll probably be like your car. When you buy a brand new car, you're allowed to take it to any garage to be fixed, to be repaired, and it doesn't void your warranty. But you have to keep the receipt. You have to keep your receipts and prove that it was done by a certified technician.
Yeah, and as long as they use approved equipment and
right, because they can get ASE certified. So
like
I'm sure it'll be something like that where Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony will come up with a class that teaches people how to properly repair them. And once you get certified in it, then you're a certified technician and can make repairs under Microsoft warranty and Sony warranty and stuff. I'm sure there'll be something like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone who's smart enough to handle it. I mean, you could take a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One or One X or whatever, take the thing apart and reverse engineer it. That way you can know the inner and outer specs of it, and you can pretty much be able to work on it.
I used to repair the PS2s. It wasn't that hard to repair them.
Yeah, I've repaired them once or twice myself.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not that hard to figure it out.
360s became super easy.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah,
PS4 and Xbox One's a little bit different, but a little different animal. But
that'd be interesting to see.
It's good. That's all the news I got. I know you said you have a bunch, right?
I got a couple more things. One, they just announced the world's strongest man. Did you see that?
Who's that?
A guy by the name of Hafthor Julius Bjornsson.
He's Swedish.
He is.
Okay, I don't know who he is, but
he is actually an actor. He's played on a very popular show. Some people called him the Mountain.
Oh, the Mountain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it
Game of Thrones?
Gregor Clegane on Game of Thrones, the Mountain. Yeah, he became the world's strongest man in 2018.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Man is a giant.
He is huge, yeah.
He crushes that guy's head.
Who was it the dude, he's like just stomped on his head.
He crushed it with his hands.
Well, the dude he had to fight, remember?
Yeah, he squished his hand. He squished his hands and it made his head explode with his hands.
Oh, did he? But he died too because he got poisoned.
Yeah.
Then he come back as like a weird looking
zombie. Yeah, now he's a zombie thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
It's so awesome though. It's so awesome, and the next season is coming soon.
Yeah, but it's the last season though, man.
I know. Yeah, but they got so many spin-offs coming off that we'll probably.
I don't care about spin-offs, man.
Well, they might be just as good.
I want to see if old the Hound gets his revenge, man. You saw where he faced off against him.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, we'll have our."
That's his brother, right?
Yeah,
they're brothers.
Clegane brothers. Yeah, the Hound and the Mountain is what they're called.
Yeah.
Because remember when they talked about it when he was a child that the Mountain pushed his head to the fire and burnt. That's why he's got his face.
Yeah, that's why his face is burnt up.
Yeah, even though that's his younger brother. Go figure.
Yeah.
I only got one other thing, and it is officially announced. They're waiting on someone to direct it because the guy that directed the first two has not confirmed anything yet. They have a release date for it, December 2020, and the original director, Guy Ritchie, has not said anything yet. But Sherlock Holmes 3.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I forgot to. That is interesting. I didn't see the second one because I hated the first one.
Oh really?
I hated the first one.
I love the way his
I kept falling asleep during the damn thing.
Well, you talk about how Sherlock Holmes always he does everything by deduction.
Yeah.
He deduces how everything. Well, I thought it was a really interesting take on how he did this, how he did his, because he would always see everything, every option,
Right.
and they would show it like what he's seeing.
Yeah.
You know, and then like he'd finally go in to do what he needed to do or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
I just kept falling asleep, man.
it's
Maybe
good.
I gotta give him another try. That's
It
what
was
I gotta
good, and I
do.
know in the second one, that's when he first met Moriarty. So
Yeah, I'll give it a second try. We'll see. It's been like 5 years or something since the last one, hasn't it?
well,
5 6 years.
Robert Downey Jr.'s been a little busy.
Iron Man. I
He's been
am
avenging,
Iron Man.
and of course, Jude Law. He's been
Doing nothing.
doing the Wizardly World thing. He's
Yeah.
playing Dumbledore in the new.
I know he's playing Dumbledore, yeah.
Yeah,
But he hasn't been doing nothing for a long time,
yeah,
though.
that's true. Well, that trailer just dropped too.
Oh, did it?
The new Harry Potter, or not Harry Potter, but
Fantastic
Fantastic Beasts
Beasts
and
and Where to
the
Find Them.
Crimes of Grindelwald.
The Crimes of Grindelwald.
I think Fantastic Beasts is the series, and then the sub name is whatever. It's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The next one's called Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
makes sense. Makes sense. So all you people out there, start leaving us some iTunes reviews and sharing our podcasts for us. We've gotten quite a few listeners going, but we need to jack that number up. That'd be awesome.
and let us know what you think about some of these upcoming movies and sequels and whatever else on any one of our social media or even our website.
Yeah, Dane might run our Facebook page, but we still look.
Oh, yes, we do. Trust
So
me.
you don't want to get into conversations with us, we still comment on there.
Yeah.
We see all. Just remember, don't get loaded.
Get reloaded.